The third one, it's the most important one. Yes, I'm gonna make past my time, and it's about focus. And focus is that this is again from Elon Musk in one of the interview. As I said, I follow his interview a lot to get the latest of the technology. But he mentioned what's really the cost to him, the cost of context switching. And context switching is that something like, okay, I'm really talking to you. Somebody phone comes, and I took that phone. Then I come back, say, hey, Richard, where am I? Can you remind me? Where am I? It's very expensive. So if you think about if you are doing your homework and then a Discord message hitting you, a Discord message, all the most of the kids, doing Discord, and then you responded. And then you're like, okay, where am I? We're solving that problem. So if you don't remember anything from this meeting and your valuable Friday after evening and the beginning of your semester, if you can take this skill into practice, whatever I do, fun in the Haddee, and it is a lot of work, okay? Or our counselors, a lot of time, and your parents also did their fee to your parents as well. Everybody, it's all worth it if you learn, take this skill to practice. It's minimize context switching, focus. Okay, so the other person is Li Feifei, Feifei Li. And if you look at the times, this AI is not one person this year. There's a bunch of them, and they're Asian Americans. A lot of us are Asian Americans, and three of them. One Asian American is they're two girls. I'm proud, right? Lisa Su, right? And Jensen, the other girl is Dr. Li Feifei. Okay, AI they call it godmother, right? The other is Jensen Huang, of course. And Li Feifei, I personally know about something about her, and I'm not going to talk about that, but she is quite famous, and she just did an interview with Tim Ferriss, I think. Um, the podcast is pretty lengthy, and one of the things that she talked about it being trained by her parents. One thing is her father is a person with very good curiosity. Her father loves nature, loves studying insects. Okay, just out of the interest. Okay, and I met a student like that at CCA when I was doing Cornell interview, and he got into etymology at Cornell, an early decision or regular decision, I forgot. And he came and brought those dry butterfly or whatever the insects and showed to me that he spent a lot of time collecting them. We have another student going to Cornell, got into Cornell. I think it's Miss Anton's student. Miss Anton always talk about her is she collects the artifacts when she goes outside and collect the stones, insects and leaves and they're just curious. And Li Feifei talk about her father being a very curious person that impacted her. And the other thing, talk about her mother and it's being very strict, not like a strict, only one thing, ask her to focus. So told her, you can do anything you wanted, just finish your homework and then go play. Don't play and also doing your homework, okay? So and when I was growing up, I tell you, I got really impacted by both my parents. They're really not tiger parents at all. Even both of them were faculties. They're very lenient, and I got to watch movies, like hold my little bench in China that has open theater. It's like you go there and there's a big projector. Everybody's sitting in the cold or in the heat watching the movie. Okay, I grew up in the 80s, and I'm older than most of your parents, right? And my parents would allow me to do anything. I don't have to, so long as one condition, I finish my homework. So I can finish my homework and go. So I focus on doing my homework and I go play. And I had so much fun, even though I always broke my bones. But people, when you grow up in hospital, always broke your bones, you think your childhood is very miserable, right? And on the contrary, I think I had a great childhood, even though my condition of living in and out of hospital, when I was out of hospital, I'm happy because I finished my homework and I go play. So with all said, please don't procrastinate yourself until 10 p.m. and then do your homework. Okay? Please don't do that. and get homework done and go have some fun. When you're doing homework, minimize context. So how are you going to do it? I'm going to give you a trick. If everybody has phone and phone is very destructive and the sad part is I was a big part of it, with Qualcomm making all the phones, right? And it's really hurting the next generation. So put your phone away, lock it up. Of course, you have this, Wi-Fi. But you put alarm and get your parents or Amazon buy a mechanical alarm, like a little teddy bear or something, and put 30 minutes. Within that 30 minutes, you do whatever you need to focus on, reading a book or doing a homework or your project or play piano, whatever. And if you are being distracted mentally, oh, I thought about something else, or okay, somebody's pinging me. You look at that timer, like, okay, it's not 30 minutes yet, or 15 minutes, or even 5 minutes that I need, let the timer remind me this time I need to focus. And I cannot have context switch because context switching is too expensive. If you can do that, that's it. That's great.